What's up, people? It's your girl Adiola. Have you heard about the $25 billion contract scandal at NNPC? Where do I even start? I don't even. Okay, the first issue is that Buhari made himself the Minister of Petroleum in 2015 when he became president. You should not be president and the minister at the same time. Amen, somebody. Amen, somebody. How can you be president and minister at the same time? You can't be the only one that can do the job. So when he appointed Ibekachuku as the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, a lot of people were like, oh, he just put this man there like a figurehead. Buhari will not let him have complete control. No be me talk, these are Nigerians, no big mouths. They like to talk. In any case, Buhari made this man the Minister of State for Petroleum and the Group Managing Director of NNPC. But last year, Buhari removed him as the Group Managing Director and he replaced him with Mekanti Baru. Keep in mind, Baru has been working at NNPC for a long time. So, the problem now is that when Baru became the Managing Director of NNPC, he allegedly started sidelining Kachuku. Even though Kachuku is still the Minister of State for Petroleum and the Chairman of the Board of NNPC. So in August of this year, Kachuku wrote a 7-page letter to Mr. President saying that all the reformations that he did when he was at NNPC had been eroded by Baru. He said Baru has made several appointments without letting him, the Oga at the top, without letting him know about it or letting the board members know about it. According to Kachuku, he said he would just see in the news that so-so person has been appointed without him knowing about it before that. And then Kachuku said that Baru has awarded several contracts worth billions of dollars without letting him or the board members know about it. I was like, stop right there. Stop. Stop right there. These are big contracts. How can you say big for that? Billions of dollars. Where is my glasses and my calculator? Somebody. Oh, for that we must to calculate. Say you understand. What are we looking at? $10 billion. $10 billion dollars. For that. Say you see that? 5 billion plus 5 billion plus 3 billion and another 3 billion and how much is that? $25 billion for that. Why is it that Nigerians talk about billions of dollars as if it is chicken change? I'm telling you, everything we need to develop Nigeria is right there. Don't you think so? $25 billion. Keep in mind, by the way, that there are reports that some cabal in Buhari's administration had been named as beneficiaries of some of these contracts. Hey, Nigerians, you better wake up. You better wake up. So Kachuku said that he wrote Baru several times that he and the board have to know about appointments before they will be made and that he needs to know about contracts that are being awarded. That Baru ignored his letter. And that each time he asked Baru physically, Baru would say, well, he already discussed the issue with the president. Ooh, father. So, when the letter leaked, Baru said Kachuku was lying. I was like, okay, these are two grown men calling each other liars. He said he tells him before awarding contracts. But Baru added something very important. He said he's actually not obligated to tell Kachuku about awarding contracts, that he's only obligated to tell the president. I was like, ooh, no, he didn't. No, he did not. This is why he said it's important to know that the law and the rules do not require a review or discussion with the Minister of State or the NNPC board on contractual matters. I'm like, say what? Father, my dear, are you saying what I'm saying? Why do they have board members? You know, why do they have board members if they didn't need to know? And why do they have that Minister of State for Petroleum if he would not be allowed to have a say in awarding contracts? Something smells fishy. And then the man said, what is required is the processing and approval of contracts by the NNPC Tenders Board. By that, he said he meant the president in his executive capacity or as the Minister of Petroleum. Don't forget that the president is also the Minister of Petroleum. So you understand? So the man is saying that so long as he tells Buhari who in the world is Kachuku. What the hell is Kachuku? Can you imagine? These are two grown men. Telling each other, who are you? You know how Nigerians talk. Do you not know who I am? Do you know who I am, Nigerians? This is our problem. First of all, let me put this down. I need my glasses for this. First of all, look at me, I can't see with this thing. First of all, this man sent a letter to Buhari since August of this year that for the last 1 year, no one consulted him about awarding contracts or making appointments. And do you know that Buhari did not say anything? Father! Since August, my people, what month is this? October. You're that phone. In fact, forget about making appointments. We're talking about $25 billion contracts. And Buhari cannot acknowledge getting the letter or say anything about it or start some kind of investigation to say, $25 billion contract, okay, awarded without due process. Can you imagine that the president is put him on speed dial? Yeah, welcome to this program, Mr. President. I've not been happy with you for a long time. I'm sure you know that. Anyway, also, why would Kachiku keep quiet on something of this magnitude for a whole year? My Oga, you are welcome to this program. How can you keep quiet until contracts worth $25 billion were awarded under your nose? These people, they act as if this is their personal property. Now the drama got interesting when Kachiku went to see Mr. President in a closed-door meeting. Apparently, he was not allowed to see Buhari. Can you imagine? Anyway, Sarah Reporters was the one that said it. Don't ask me how they do. Sarah Reporters, I don't know how they get into Afro Rock, you know. Anyway, they found out that the man was not allowed to meet with Buhari, that he only saw Buhari's aides and the cabal. So you understand? Now, the chief of protocol allegedly told Kachiku that his younger brother is being investigated right now for collecting bribe from one woman in 2015. And I was like, hold on, like, what? Anyway, so they're saying that maybe Kachiku knows about it, but apparently Buhari in the past had asked Kachiku about this and he said he had absolutely nothing to do with it. But now they are bringing it up when Kachiku went to see Buhari at Aso Rock. Now, even though Kachiku was not allowed to see Buhari, that same day we saw Baru with Buhari during the Jumat prayer. And so he definitely has unhindered access to the president. And then Ruben Abati wrote an article explaining that these two men, Kachiku and Baru, had been frenemies for years. You guys know the meaning of frenemies, right? I mean, these are people that you see each other and you laugh when you see each other, but you're enemies behind each other's back. I know Khalid the Wood sometimes, he just laughs when he sees me. I don't really trust him. He said these two men have had issues for years, so putting them together to work together was never going to work anyway. Later on, after abusing each other via the media, you know, Baru and Kachiku, they've been at each other's neck for weeks. Suddenly, we saw them together in a video, laughing together, and it's like, why are they laughing when we're talking about $25 billion contract unlawfully awarded? Is the joke now on us Nigerians? Seriously, because usually this is how it is. The joke is always on us Nigerians. Of course, we are always the momo in the equation. Momo don't do. You see, Nigerians, momo don't do. But some of us, momo never do. I beg, these two men laughing. When will somebody give us an explanation about the awarded contract? Can they tell us what is happening? And can they at least put the contract on hold until the board members do proper vetting? Nobody is talking about this unlawfully awarded contract awarded to cabals, but they are laughing. But most of all, I'm disappointed in Mr. President. Yes, I'm disappointed. The man has been a huge disappointment by being silent on this issue. He has said nothing on the issues raised by Kachiku in the 7-page letter. Is it true that Mr. President is letting Baru award contracts without going through due process and without being vetted by the board members or any vetting by the minister? Are the cabal benefiting from the contract? Why is Buhari not saying anything? Buhari has refused to say anything. Instead, Mr. President wants the Senate to approve another $5.5 billion loan that we would borrow from abroad. Sure, you understand? You see, they said that this loan is for 2017 budget, by the way. Wait a minute. Hey, father, you see my dilemma inside the peninsula of this photosynthesis right there. We are still borrowing money for the 2017 budget in October of 2017. Baba, hey, you see, you must come down to Nigeria. Hey, Buhari, how many times did I call you? I thought Mr. President said he reads the news. No, so you cannot tell me that he's not aware that people are already saying, you know how people are, they're already saying that Buhari is silent over this Baru Kachiku issue just because Baru is a northerner. It's so obvious that Buhari's fight against corruption is evidently selective. If only Buhari can have the same passion that he has when he wants to stop Nnamdi Kanu. You guys remember, if he can apply the same passion to all issues like this in Nigeria, things would have changed a long time ago. You guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.